This is my 2023 Lincoln Aviator, and I was going to have to do some work on the front wipers, and in the meantime I thought maybe I need to check my rear wiper. So I'm going to show you two ways to replace your rear wiper. This one I've got it in the down position so you can see it. It's normally tucked away up here. And two ways to change the wiper. One is to replace the blade assembly, which looks like this. And the second way is to replace just the rubber refill. There are no rubber refills available from Ford or any of the parts stores, but you can get a universal refill. I believe it was on eBay, and I think it was like $6 delivered or something ridiculous. And I basically got 4 refills, 32 inches long, and we basically only need like 11 and a half inches of refill. So I've got hopefully plenty for my front wipers, and I will show you how you can just replace this refill for really cheap if that's the way you want to go. And I mean, it's a cheap refill, so in a sense you're going to get what you pay for. So I don't know what your expectations are. I don't have any expectations for this, but it's still too cheap to ignore. So go ahead and watch the video, and thanks for watching. So to get this rear wiper off, first we got to find it. It's hidden up here underneath this spoiler air dam, and we got to bring it down here. So the first thing I'm going to do is go inside the car and turn the power on, with wipers on, and then turn the power off and try to get it extended down here so we can get to the wiper. Now, first thing I did was I went into the owner's manual. Well, actually, the first thing I did was try to take this thing off, which I couldn't quite figure out what to do. So I went into the owner's manual to find some clues. On page approximately 420, there were some clues here on how to take it off. Basically, it says to squeeze a couple of things and then slide it off this way. And the other clue that was in there, it said something about rotating. And all of that's kind of right, but it's kind of not. So you lift the arm up as high as it'll go. It's going to hit the stoplight here. And you squeeze the 2 buttons on each side, these little wings, and push it down. And it's actually going to unhook right here, like this. So there it comes off. Here you can see the 2 things that I'm squeezing. And you have to actually not pull it down. You actually have to push it down this way, like this, to exaggerate. So to put it back on, I get it on this hook here, and then squeeze it and snap it in place. Now it's back in. To get it out, squeeze it, push the wiper blade down, and you're pressing against the glass pretty hard here to get it to go down. And unhook it. And there is the wiper blade. And here's a little bit better view of the 2 little wings that you've got to squeeze. And the hook on the arm is hooked into this square hole here. Hook it on, squeeze the 2 little wings, and snap it in place. There we go. It's back on. Yeah, be careful when you let go of this. Don't want to hit the glass too hard. And as I said earlier, I got this bare bones cheap replacement windshield wiper blade from 2M Plastic. There is a slight difference in the overall length. As you can see, it's probably about 1/2 inch. Looks like the new one is about 1/2 inch longer. If I line up the square holes, it's about equal length on each end. That's 1/4 inch on each edge. And the newer one is the longer one. It looks like it should still fit, so let's see what happens. Get it hooked on, swing it up here, squeeze the 2 little wings, If I can find them in the dark here. It's gonna fight me. There we go. And it's in there. So that's how you change the rear wiper on your Lincoln Aviator. The next thing I want to try is, I want to see if I can, they don't sell a replacement refill, just the rubber part, but you can get universal rubbers. So what I want to do is see if I can take this rubber out and replace it with a universal rubber. Now it looks like another alternative to replacing the blade is that there's a pivot point here and it looks like it's snapped in there. So it's very possible that you can buy a blade that doesn't have this piece on it, but it does have this piece on it with the pins. And it looks like that'll pop out of there. I almost hate to try because I don't want to break it. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But anyway, that could be a possibility. Now what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the ends, and it looks like they're snapped on, I think on one side, on this side here, and it's just hooked on. So at the risk of breaking something, I'm going to go ahead and try to pry that off of there. And slide that off at the end. Oh, I had it. It's a little awkward, but I think you have to pry on both sides to get this to snap off. There, I got it. It's very difficult because you gotta get this thing unhooked from both sides here. And these two little tabs actually fit into those two little square notches. See if you can see it there. Nice focus. So I got it off. So that means I can slide this off, I think. Oh. So it's grabbing on here somewhere. Oops, whole thing comes off. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of notches here in the middle that get gripped right here on each side there. So this would have to be squeezed to get it out of there, and that squeezing is what's holding the wiper pinched in there. Okay, so I've got the rubber out, and here you can see the cross section of the rubber. And here is the universal rubber. What this is the two pieces come molded together, and you have to pull them apart like this to get two blades. So I ordered a set of 4 blades, individual refills blades together. These are 32 inches long, so they're quite long. So we can see that the old one at the pinch point here is a little bit thicker across there than this one. So it's going to be a little different. So I'm going to cut this to the length that I need. I don't think it's got to be totally perfect, but we'll see. I'm just going to cut it off right here. That does it. All right, put the old one aside. So I've got the new one. I'm going to try and get that back in here. So I'm going to try, I think, to put this in first. And of course I put it in upside down. So I've got that pushed all the way in here. So this is identical to this end here. There's two notches and there's plastic clips on there, and the wiper blade goes all the way into the plastic clip like that. And then if we go to the other end, we got to make sure we get this on first. And I don't think it makes any difference if it goes on this way or this way, because I can't remember which way it was when I took it off. So that's going to slide on here. And you can see I got to squeeze this to get it past the little clips here. So I'm on the way, and then when I push it up to here, they should snap into these two clips. And there it is. That one's in place. And then I can slide this one on here. And that just slides right on, snaps in place. And there I have replaced the refill on my old wiper blade. So there's two ways to approach this. One is to just buy this refill, and it's about 12 inches long. It's actually about 11.5 inches long though. In the when ordering it online, it said that it was 12 inches. But there it is, ready to go. So this is my original wiper blade with a new refill, some sort of off-brand replacement that cost, I think, 4 blades for 32 inches long for like $5 or $6. So it can be pretty cheap to replace those. Don't use the rear wiper very much, but that gives you two choices: replace the whole blade or just replace the thing with the universal blade. And there's the old one. Now here's a close-up from the other side, and I'll throw a little more light on here. But what you're doing when you squeeze these together, you're actually trying to get this hooked in right here. So this plastic, to get past that hook, you have to squeeze it quite a bit and then push it up in there. So now you can see it's in the locked position. And then to get it out, you squeeze those and push them down. Oops, that went fast. But anyway, oh, I unclipped the whole thing. Just what I was trying to show you earlier is that you can actually just refill this thing, if you can find that as a refill, with the 2 pins. So hopefully that's going to snap back in there with no problem. Yeah, it does. Slide it in, get it hooked on here, and then squeeze these 2 wings to get them into the locked position. Right there. All set to go. So that's how you replace the rear window wiper on the 2020 to 2025 Lincoln Aviators. I think they're all pretty much the same. Don't know what to tell you about the 2026. Might be different, who knows. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed changing that wiper, and you can do it yourself. It's easy. So thanks for watching, and thanks for the motorcycle noise, and we'll see you later.